pack a bag and follow the sun. Kick off your shoes and have some fun.
Hey there, thank you so much for joining me for this week's edition of Read, Watch, Listen. My book this week is Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. I watched an interview recently with Arianna Huffington and Sheryl Sandberg, and it was one of the most insightful hours I think maybe I've ever sat through. Two really smart women talking not just about business, but about life in general. One of the things that they said that really intrigued me was how they have realized later in their careers, two really successful women, how they have realized later in their careers that they need to rest more. Both of them spoke to the fact that they went through that phase where they thought that I just have to do more. I don't have time to rest. I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to rest. I don't have time to meditate. And they both said that they've realized that they actually have to get that 8 hours, that creative people have to have that downtime. I thought that was so important. In fact, somebody from the audience asked Arianna very specifically, you know, now you're at top of your game. Now you've won everything you've ever wanted to win. So now kind of it's easy for you to say that you have time to take off and rest more. And what she said I thought was profound. She said, no. If I look back, I can totally say that I would have been more productive and more successful, because she says that tons of the mistakes that she made were a product of having been too tired. So I thought that was really interesting. I know I've just talked about her a lot, but the talk overall made me look into the book that Sandberg had written called Lean In. Got a lot of controversy when it first came out. People said that things that she was recommending didn't make sense, but she's a strong-ass woman, and people are always going to talk against strong-ass women. She's now involved with Facebook, and look her up. She's just an amazing person. Read the book. Great book. Okay, and now we're going to move on to The Watch. I'm so excited. If you've watched this at all, you know that I love Chelsea Handler. I love all of her books. I've read every single one of them. Yeah, they're offensive. Once more, grandmother, don't read them. And I loved her late night show, and I was one of the saddest people ever when it ended. But she's back. She has an original series on Netflix, and it's called Chelsea Does ... And the does stands for what each episode is about. So far, we only have 4 of them, but they're all awesome. One of them is about marriage, one's about racism, one's about drugs. Watch Chelsea Handler Does Drugs. And the other one's about Silicon Valley. Actually, they're all fascinating. She's funny. She says exactly what she means, and I think she's done so much for people in general for opening that integrity door, getting people to just say what the hell they think, say what the hell they mean, and just let the cards land where they fall. I love Chelsea Handler, and you can find her now on the Netflix original series Chelsea Does. And now for my recommendation for a song. It is Jumper by Third Eye Blind. I had an opportunity to see them recently at the end of a parade downtown, and the crowd went wild when this song came out. It was the one thing that everybody was jumping around and singing to, and surged the stage, and everybody knew every word. Interestingly, though, it's not really an upbeat, fun song other than the tune. The words actually are about suicide. Stephen Jenkins, who wrote it, was bullied as a child. He was bullied, and he had ADD and dyslexia and other problems that he had to deal with. And so the song is kind of about that. It's about the journey from thinking that everything is so bad that you want to end your life. And he's kind of saying there's really no reason to ever do that. It's Jumper by Third Eye Blind. Actually, the whole album is good, and I would recommend the whole thing. I just want to take a minute to thank Gallery at Midtown for having us here today in their beautiful space. You should come out to Valley View Mall and check out all the lovely artist galleries here. And I want to thank Katrina Rasmussen for letting us use her art behind us. And that's it for this week. I will see you next week.